Alright, welcome back everyone. So in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at Shopify. Now I've dedicated a video to this company in the past, and so today is going to be an update on the current performance and whether or not this stock, in my view, is a good buy or not. Now before we jump into the video, let's set the number of likes that we're aiming for on this video. So this week we have a goal like set to 138 thumbs up. So if you can hit that button now, it really helps out the channel. And with that said, let's jump straight into Shopify. Now Shopify is somewhat of a household brand, similar to that of the likes of Google, Amazon. For those unaware, this is an e-commerce platform that allows you to create an online store and then sell any goods or services that you may have. Now, just to go over some of the Shopify statistics, we can see that more than 1.7 million merchants sell using the Shopify platform. Shopify has processed over $5.1 billion US, and that was back in 2020 alone. They have an app store which allows you to install apps onto the e-commerce site, and there's over 3,200 apps there. Their total revenue for the first quarter of 2021 was almost $1 billion US. We can see also the number of live Shopify stores based on country. So the United States is the most at over 1 million. In the UK, that's 65,000. And then all the way at the bottom on the list is New Zealand at slightly under 10,000. Just check in Trading 212 for a second. We can actually see some other details here. So their market cap is currently $123 billion US. Their earnings per share is healthy at $2.89, and their revenue was at $2.93 billion US. And so we have three different quarters here, Q1 to Q3 of 2021, and during those 9-month period, revenue increased 66% to $3.23 billion US. A really interesting metric here is their subscription rate, which is at 59% increase. That accounts for almost $1 billion US alone. And we can see that this company is profitable. If we go into the annual graph, we can see that 2019, they weren't profitable at that moment in time, but from 2020, we can see that a company turned a profit. Their debt to asset as well is extremely low at 17.55%. Any existing liabilities that they have can be paid off from their assets. And so this company is really healthy overall. But we can see from November onwards, there has been a sell-off. And so the question I have for you all, let me know in the comments below, is do you think whether Shopify is being oversold at the moment or not? Leave that comment right now, but I am going to give you my personal views. But there's been a very large sell-off. We can see some of the high values here at 1.6k and a current price right now of $877. And during this sell-off phase, we actually had some news on 22nd of January. At the time, there was a drop of 14%, and the reason was due to a report that the Canadian e-commerce company had terminated their contracts with several warehouse and fulfillment partners. So how this works at the moment is that any warehouses are generally from third parties, and equally the ones that actually send the order to homes is a third party as well. So we're talking the likes of DHL, for instance. But a subset of those partners have had their contracts terminated, and so in the short run, the concern is that in terms of fulfilling orders, it's going to be a lot more difficult for any merchants that use the Shopify platform. But if you pause and think for a moment, then it is possible to infer that the company may be actually building out their own warehouse infrastructure and having a service to fulfill items themselves. It could be that Shopify is struggling in terms of scale when relying on third parties, and so having their own distribution warehouse and fulfillment network could actually be a sensible direction for Shopify to enter the space into. We have a quote from a Shopify spokesperson, and they stated that we are making improvements to the Shopify fulfillment network that will make fast fulfillment more accessible and at lower costs, ultimately enabling more merchants and their customers to have the best possible shipping experiences. And so personally, I think this is a great buying opportunity to buy into Shopify. We're actually seeing levels that I didn't think we would actually enter into. As some of you are probably aware, I have a relatively large position held in my Etoro account. I have a very small amount on my Trading 212 platform, as you can see. But I really do think this is a great time to buy into the company. If we just look at the performance of last week alone, we can actually see that it was actually an increase, so price from $874 all the way up to $984. Again, there's been a sell-off as well. So in terms of any individuals that want to buy into this company and operate with a swing trade, there's definitely opportunities here. But equally for long-term holders, I really think that this price can push up 40% from the current value. We've already seen some of the prices that this company was listed at already, 1.6k. So even if this can break break to $1,000, which is very possible, or even push into the 1.3k. I would argue that putting money into Shopify right now would be a very safe investment, and it's something that I've been considering to do. So let me know in the comments whether you think this is a good time to buy into the company, or whether you think this company can sell off even more. As always, new videos are posted each week. Thanks to everyone who has been subscribing to the channel, and especially to all those subscribers that have been watching these videos for the last couple of years. And so next Friday there will be a new video, and so definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.